Despite the cultural ubiquity and widespread consumption of soft drinks, the mounting scientific evidence about their impact on human health reveals a far more troubling narrative, especially when intake is frequent. While having a soda once in a while is unlikely to cause immediate harm, regular and excessive consumption, particularly of caffeinated and sugar-laden varieties like Coca-Cola, carries significant risks that should not be ignored. These beverages are more than just harmless indulgences. They're complex chemical concoctions that, when consumed routinely, can act as catalysts for serious physiological and psychological health issues. The primary concern lies in their sugar content, which is often alarmingly high. A single can of soda can contain more sugar than the World Health Organization's recommended daily limit. This flood of sugar not only spikes blood glucose levels, but also triggers the brain's reward systems in a way similar to addictive drugs, reinforcing consumption and contributing to dependency. Over time, this repetitive stimulation can lead to tolerance and craving, initiating a destructive cycle that fuels overconsumption. The long-term consequence is not just an increased risk of obesity, which itself is a risk factor for numerous chronic diseases, but also a compromised metabolic system. Regular intake of sugary soft drinks has been definitively linked to the development of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, even in children and adolescents. But sugar is just one part of the problem. Many soft drinks also contain high levels of caffeine, a stimulant that can disturb natural sleep cycles, heighten anxiety, and raise blood pressure when consumed in excess. The overstimulation of the central nervous system can eventually take a toll on mental health, contributing to irritability, restlessness, and in some cases, psychological dependence. In children and teenagers, whose neurological development is still ongoing, these effects can be even more pronounced and potentially long-lasting. The presence of phosphoric acid in colas and other carbonated beverages adds another layer of concern. This compound has been shown to interfere with calcium absorption in the digestive tract, weakening bones, and increasing the risk of osteoporosis over time. For women and older adults who are already at elevated risk for bone density loss, this effect could prove especially detrimental. Phosphoric acid also contributes to dental erosion, stripping away protective enamel and leaving teeth more vulnerable to decay. Beyond these more well-known ingredients, soft drinks often include artificial sweeteners and chemical additives that have their own controversial histories. Cyclamate, once commonly used as a sugar substitute, was banned in the United States in 1969 after studies suggested a link to bladder cancer in laboratory animals. Though some international bodies still allow its use, the debate over its safety persists. Aspartame, another popular sweetener, was temporarily banned over fears of causing blindness and cancer, though subsequent reviews cleared it for consumption. Still, skepticism remains, and many health professionals continue to question the wisdom of frequent exposure to synthetic additives whose long-term effects are not yet fully understood. Another insidious issue is that sugary soft drinks, particularly those with caffeine, can displace healthier options in the diet. When sodas take the place of water, fresh juice, or milk, the nutritional consequences multiply. Hydration suffers, essential vitamin and mineral intake decreases, and overall diet quality plummets. This is especially harmful for children, whose growing bodies depend on consistent access to nutrients. The combination of sugar, acid, and caffeine creates a perfect storm of nutritional neglect. Emerging research has even begun to link high soft drink consumption with increased cancer risks, particularly liver and colorectal cancers. While more studies are needed to establish causality, the associations are strong enough to warrant serious caution. A recent study noted that people who consumed sugary drinks regularly had a significantly higher incidence of liver cancer, a disease already difficult to detect and treat in its early stages. Ultimately, while the crisp fizz and sweet taste of a soda may offer temporary pleasure or refreshment, the hidden costs to health are steep. These beverages are designed to appeal to the senses and to encourage repeat consumption, but they do so at the expense of long-term well-being. The illusion of harmless enjoyment masks a cascade of adverse effects that can silently accumulate over years, from metabolic disorders to bone deterioration, from mental health issues to potential carcinogenic exposure. For these reasons, experts strongly advise against making soft drinks a daily habit. Water, herbal infusions, and natural fruit juices without added sugars provide safer and more nourishing alternatives. Public health policies in many regions are beginning to reflect these concerns, with taxes on sugary drinks and warning labels becoming increasingly common. Still, individual awareness is key. Limiting soft drink consumption is not about denying oneself a treat. It's about preserving health, vitality, and quality of life in the long term. If the risks are clearly understood, the choice to reduce or eliminate soda from the diet becomes not just sensible, but necessary. Would you like help identifying healthier beverage alternatives or strategies to reduce soft drink consumption?